Thank you for joining me. My name's Angela Corbin, and in this video I'm going to share some secrets of how I get ideas for my paintings and how I formulate them into something I can work with, and also how we can drop into the right side of the brain, which is the more intuitive side, so you can paint with a more authentic voice and really learn to trust yourself. And I've been painting for 25 years now and teaching for over 15, and I'm just fascinated. Everything about this it's amazing. It really is just understanding how your brain works, how connecting to your heart. It's exploring ways of working. Oh, it's such a way to learn to trust yourself, and that's so liberating when you can do whatever you want. It's a great thing. So, what I do in here, this is my sacred space. It's my little studio. I'm very lucky to have a space like this, and I'm making the most of it. I'm basically creating a space that's positive and is just right. Almost setting the intention that I am going to really commit myself to this painting session today, and I'm going to trust myself. So what I've got, it depends how you think, what you want, you make it how you want, but I have got some incense, some essential oils being burnt here. Now, science is beginning to show how essential oils can create and heal. They can create a really influential space depending on which oil you use. So if you want a little bit of rocket fuel, you could try rosemary oil or lemon, something to really stimulate you. I have recently purchased some lotus oil, essential oil, and it's absolutely divine. And having researched a little bit, it's really supposed to make a serene and calm atmosphere. It's meant to help with anxiety. So that's perfect to really get me dropping down into a calm place where I can just connect with my heart. And it's beautiful. I wish you could smell it. It's absolutely tropical. It's just warm and sweet. It's lovely. So I'm very happy sat here with this on top of everything else. What else I've got? So I've got my crystals. Yeah, you may or may not be into this, but that's what I do. Bloodstone, courage and listening to your heart. Tiger's eye, creativity. Garnet, that's to kind of root me and get me connected, and self-confidence. And this is my quartz, which is intensifies the qualities of all of those. I love working with crystals, that's another thing, but why not explore this? I mean, it's nature, it's there to help you. So that's here. And to kind of set my intention, I've got my orange candle, orange for creativity, positivity. So it's almost creating a sacred kind of, it's a space where you are committed to what you're doing. I have a cup of tea, very important, caffeinated or herbal tea, whatever your poison, cup of tea. There's lots of drinking tea and looking. Right, process. So since teaching these past 15 years, and I'm my own guinea pig if you like, and the abstraction course I'm teaching is fascinating, I love it. I'm really clear now that you're using both sides of your brain when you're painting. You really have to connect to your authentic voice, and that is what I passionately believe, and that is what I am trying to teach my students ultimately. Yeah, it's so important. So if you can learn to trust yourself, ACE experience is just getting in a space where you're relaxed, so put music on. Music's really good. We're going to try and go into the right side of our brain. The right hand side is where you are using your intuition, where you are floating into another space where there's no really right and wrong, you're just trusting yourself. So all these things help, and once I start painting, the experience does help because there's a process that I kind of have internalized where I can create the marks and I can put the paint down and I can sit back and just not actually think anymore. I'm kind of going with the flow literally. But in order for that to happen, what I advocate to my students, and I do this myself, I think you need to engage your left brain, your logic, before you start. So I've been incubating ideas from walking in the New Forest for a painting of the New Forest. So, number one, connect with your subject. Get yourself out there. Look with your eyes. Feel, what do the sounds, the scents, the emotions? Don't think, just stand and become a sponge and allow yourself time to absorb that. So that could be a still life, which you meditate. Meditation doesn't necessarily mean chanting Om. It could just be sitting and looking mindfully and letting that subject filter in. You're not thinking, you're not sat there thinking, what the hell am I doing? You're just trusting and connecting. Mindfulness. So I've been exploring walking. Yeah, I did a meditation, but walking and running in the New Forest, I'm often out there and I love it with all my heart. I know it. So I have printed photographs. I do work from photographs and memory. The photographs are a good starting point for me because they give me some structure. I can remember exactly, this photograph doesn't do it justice. It was the blue of the sky and the water. It was the sound of the brook babbling. It's just a magical spot. And I'm doing lots of work from this place in the New Forest. I absolutely love it. So there's some photographs. I took several photographs. So we've got kind of a 3D angle here, not just one viewpoint. So I can be transported back there. So if you've got a still life, you focus with it. If you're painting a portrait or a family member, you can sit and connect with those beautiful memories and just get yourself back there, connecting with it. The second thing I do, I have spent a preparation evening getting ready for today, and this is my preparation. So I'm using a sketchbook to keep everything in it. This is what I advise my customers, my students, especially in the abstraction. So I basically have taken, I've basically got the photograph and I've created a couple of sketches. Can you see if I put it here? This sketch here is a charcoal, tonal, expressive section of the photo. And here I've gone into colour pencils, keeping it quite expressive. I don't know if you can see that. These, by any drawing, in fact, going to the spot and drawing from life is the best way to connect. But second best, using a photo, drawing, reconnecting. You are literally reconnecting the experience through your muscles, through your brain, through your heart. You're reconnecting, you're exploring. I'm exploring the physicality, I'm back there. That also serves as a composition sketch. Okay, larger sketch, I'm exploring different formats. When you go larger, you're more expressive. So going for it, exploring what I like, playing about there with colour pencil. Sometimes I do little colour paint sketches in my book just to try out palettes and things. I pretty much know what I want from this now. I've got myself there, I'm ready, and I'm ready to just sink now into the right side of my brain. That's, I can trust, I've done the preparation. So now I'm going to sit with my cup of tea and my candle. I'm going to sit in front of the photo, in front of my sketch, and I'm going to really imagine I'm back there and I'm going to visualise what I'm going to paint today on this board. Now it might go really wrong, but I really don't care, and that's important. Not easy, I know, it takes courage, but no pressure on me today. I'm going to just trust myself and do it. And it's almost like an exercise. You will need to repeat this exercise until you get more and more trust in yourself. And maybe don't show people what you do if you're worried about what they think, because you're not doing it for anybody else. That's important. You're doing this for yourself. And when you listen to your heart and you follow your authentic voice, you're making the world a better place. There's no need to apologise for doing what you love. It's important. We need more artists in the world. We need to find our joy. We need to reconnect with that. So I'm going to finish my tea. I'm going to sit here and focus on what I want and try and get into that right side of the brain. And I'll catch up with you when I've done the painting. Thank you for watching.